99.
99? Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
crazy though, man. So what made you guys want to get into like breaking?
Bro, we
Like
didn't
what?
even know there was like a scene. Like when we got into it, it was me and Bobby. We were
What's up,
watching
Bobby?
some we were watching some movie, bro, and like they were doing like capoeira shit.
Only
And
the strong?
yeah, only the strong. So we would just try to do the little you know what I'm saying, like the little L freeze and shit like that.
K
And
pose.
yeah, and then somebody at my high school saw me doing this shit like at PE and was like, "Yo, you're breakdancing." I was like, "Nah, like I'm doing this movie." And they're like, "No, there's some other people that like do that. Like come check this out or
Oh.
whatever."
Mm.
And then it just kind of went from there, you know. And then the
Hmm.
first jam, like the first time we found out that they had competitions, it was like a Return of the B-Boy or some shit.
Yes, those are the
And
jams.
we went out there and I was like surprised, bro. Like, oh, this is like a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay. And because me and Bobby basically, bro, to sum shit up with us, how we got into it, like we're
Yeah.
very competitive, like super competitive. Um, Bobby grew up like excelling in like football and track. Then I got into track like very young. And then by the time I was like 16, I had fucking won gold medals at like Junior Olympics, broke national records and shit.
Damn.
And it was like my junior year, like right around like 99, that we watched that show or that movie or whatever, and we're like, oh,
Only the
let's just mess
strong.
around with it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so when we met you at 2000, that sounds about
Yeah.
right. But it just goes to show, like when I think back, I'm like, damn, by 2002, we were at Out for Fame Nationals.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like, but that kind of explains why we got into it, like on some super competitive shit.
Hmm.
So and then we're very competitive within the household. So it's like if Bobby came up, like if Bobby came up with something, then I feel like I got to top it by tomorrow, and then
Oh, I
it's like
got
back
you.
and forth. Hmm.
So is he the oldest?
Yeah, out of us three, yeah, it goes him, then me, then David.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yo, we got my nigga Dante. We got the Bay Area up in here though, man.
Oh, is that Dante?
That's
Dante,
that's Dante from the Bay.
what's going on, bro?
I know it's been a while.
Man, so I'm hoping you got some like, because this is the first time. Check this out, bro. A lot of people that like follow my music don't know shit about like this b-boying stuff. Okay, so
Mm.
I don't really like talk about it that often with the music. So this is the first thing that I've gotten to like talk about shit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping you got some interesting questions for me with this.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm just warming it up right now.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it,
I'm just
man.
warming up. We go jump into the sauce though, bro. Like
Mm.
I just start smooth, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, we just start jumping into the fires because there's a lot of questions that I've always wanted to ask you. But the one thing I really liked about you and like all your brothers though, like you guys always showed me love every time I would cross you guys. If I seen you like somewhere in the Bay, you guys will always like say what's up. You know what I'm saying? You've always did that. And that's one thing
Off top.
that's one thing I've always respected about you. And I was just kind of curious, like who started DSD1?
Okay, so DSD1 kicked off. It would have had to have been like 2000 is probably
2000?
when it kicked
Okay.
off. Yeah. Um, the way that came about was like uh, when me and Bobby started going to practice sessions out in Stockton for the first time. Everybody already had crews and shit already, so me and Bobby were just like two people, whatever, filling things out and getting familiar with like who's who. So there was a lot of competition amongst like the crews in Stockton,
Hmm.
and one of these dudes, bro. So like we would just look at people like shit. I don't like how long have they been breaking? Like, oh yeah, like, damn, we only been breaking for a year, and I know, like, for sure, like, I could beat this dude. And we had some beef, like a little.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay you out here?
Now that I'm looking at your footage, I'm just like, I don't think people.
Us in the other, or no, you know what? No. That the third one, that was, you know, like if Bobby came up with something, then I feel like I got to, and we enter a jam together. So we were like, okay, fuck it. So me, Bobby, and Alex Reflex, we entered Return of the B-Boy. And at that jam, it was like the first time people really kind of saw me and Bobby, really. And we gave Zero Gravity a run for their money. And that's kind of how our name like kind of got out. But we weren't even a part of that. Wasn't a crew, you know what I'm saying? It was just like we entered as a name called 3-Eyed Monster, and then people just, oh, you're in 3-Eyed Monster, like, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then at that same jam, bro, there was another underdog ass crew that I gravitated to, which was East Bay Mafia. So they gave Headhunters a run for their money. So it was like by default, me and that dude Fury, the white dude with hella power back then, we just kind of gravitated to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, who are y'all? Oh, you guys are from the East Bay? Oh, okay, yeah, we're out in Stockton, blah, blah. We should like, and so what happened was within like the next few jams, we would just kind of like how we would see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you see somebody, it's just all love, right? We kind of clicked up with them, and you know, back then a lot of call out battles would happen. So by default, bro, we would go to the jam and then see Kelly, Fury, and all them, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh shit, let's go call somebody out. You know what I'm saying? One of these bigger name crews. And that's kind of what started DSD1, is it got to a point where it was like, bro, like we're hella hard together in these call out battles. We might as well just like click up. So at the time it was only me, Bobby, and Reflex from Stockton, and then it was Fury, Hollywood Ken, Iron Giant. And we didn't even know Kid Conflict at first. Like we kind of started the crew almost like before kind of knowing Kid Conflict. Like we didn't really know what he could do. Like he was in the crew by default because he was part of East Bay Mafia, but we never really seen him